Welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining me today. If you're new here, I am happy you found this channel. And if you have been watching my videos for a long time, thank you for your continued support. I truly appreciate you being here. Some people spend their whole lives trying to beat everyone else. They work harder, compare more, and chase success every single day. But no matter how much they achieve, they still feel unhappy. Why? Because they are fighting the wrong battle. What if the only person you need to defeat is yourself? Today, you will discover why your biggest competition has never been anyone else, and how changing this one mindset can completely change your life. Comment below, do you compare yourself with other people? Yes or no? Now it's time to begin. Lesson 1. Stop comparing yourself. Everywhere you look, someone seems to be doing better than you. A friend gets a new job. Someone speaks English more confidently. Another person buys a new phone, a new car, or reaches a goal that you are still trying to achieve. Little by little, your mind starts asking difficult questions. Why am I so slow? Why is everyone moving ahead except me? These thoughts feel normal, but they quietly steal your confidence. The more you compare yourself with others, the less you notice your own progress. You stop feeling proud of the small steps you have already taken. Instead of moving forward, you spend your energy watching someone else's journey. The truth is simple. You are looking at the wrong race. Every person begins life from a different place. Some people have more support, some have better opportunities, some start early. Others start late. Some fail many times before they succeed. You cannot see the full story by looking at one photo or one short video on social media. People usually show their best moments, not their hardest days. When you compare your everyday life with someone else's best moment, the comparison is never fair. Think about learning English. One person may have studied for 5 years. Another person may have started only 6 months ago. If the new learner compares themselves with the experienced one every day, they may feel like giving up. But if they compare today's English with the English they spoke last month, they will notice real improvement. That small improvement is what truly matters. Growth becomes easier to see when you stop looking sideways and start looking forward. There will always be someone richer, smarter, stronger, or more experienced. If your happiness depends on being better than everyone else, you will never feel satisfied. The finish line keeps moving. But when your goal is to become better than the person you were yesterday, every small victory becomes meaningful. Reading one more page, learning 5 new words, waking up a little earlier, or trying again after a mistake are all signs of success. These small wins slowly build a stronger and more confident person. From today, give yourself a new challenge. Stop measuring your life against someone else's. Measure it against your own past. Ask yourself one simple question every evening. Did I improve even a little today? If the answer is yes, you are already winning. That is the competition that truly changes lives. The person you need to beat is not standing in front of you. That person is the one you used to be yesterday. Lesson 2. Know your weaknesses. Most people think their biggest problem is outside them. They blame a lack of money, a lack of time, or a lack of opportunities. Sometimes those things are real, But many times the real problem is much closer. It is hidden inside daily habits, small excuses, and repeated choices. If you do not know your own weaknesses, they quietly control your life without you even noticing. Take a few minutes and think honestly about yourself. What stops you from reaching your goals? Do you waste too much time on your phone? Do you keep saying, "I will start tomorrow"? Do you give up after one mistake? Maybe you're afraid of failing. Maybe you worry too much about what other people think. These weaknesses do not make you a bad person. They simply show you where you need to grow. Many people try to hide their weaknesses because they feel embarrassed. They pretend everything is fine. But hiding a weakness never makes it smaller. It only gives it more power. The strongest people are not the ones who have no weaknesses. They are the ones who are honest enough to admit them. The moment you accept a problem, you also take the first step toward solving it. Think about someone who wants to improve their English. They keep buying new books and watching new videos, but they never practice speaking because they are afraid of making mistakes. The problem is not their English. The problem is fear. If they only study grammar, nothing changes. But when they face that fear and start speaking, even with small mistakes, they begin to improve. Real progress starts when you work on the real problem, not the easy one. Do not be afraid to look at yourself honestly. Everyone has something they need to improve. Your weakness is not your enemy. It is your teacher. It shows you exactly where you need to become stronger. Every time you work on one weakness, you become a better version of yourself. From today, stop asking, "Why am I not successful?" Start asking, "What is holding me back?" That one question can change everything. You cannot win against your biggest competition until you clearly understand who you are today. Once you know your weaknesses, you also discover your next opportunity to grow. Lesson 3. Improve one step every day. Many people believe success happens in one big moment. They wait for the perfect day, the perfect plan, or the perfect chance. Days pass, weeks pass. Nothing changes because they are waiting for something that may never come. Real success does not arrive all at once. It grows through small actions that seem unimportant at first. One small step today may not look special, but hundreds of small steps can completely change your life. Think about climbing a mountain. Nobody reaches the top with one giant jump. They move one step at a time. Sometimes the steps are slow, sometimes they stop to rest, but they keep moving. Life works the same way. If you try to change everything in one day, you will feel tired and give up. But if you improve just a little every day, the journey becomes easier and more enjoyable. Look at your own life. Maybe you want to speak English with confidence. You do not need to learn 100 new words today. Learn 5 words and use them in simple sentences. Tomorrow, learn 5 more. After a few months, you will know hundreds of new words. The same idea works for reading, exercising, saving money, or learning any new skill. Small actions repeated every day create big results. Some days will not go as planned. You may feel lazy. You may make mistakes. You may even miss a day. That does not mean you have failed. One bad day cannot destroy your progress unless you decide to stop completely. The important thing is to begin again. Every new day gives you another chance to move forward. People who succeed are not perfect. They simply refuse to quit. Do not wait until you feel motivated. Motivation comes and goes. Your daily actions matter much more than your feelings. When you make progress a habit, you keep growing even on difficult days. At first, the changes are hard to notice. Then one day, you look back and realize you have become stronger, wiser, and more confident than you were before. From today, forget about becoming perfect. Focus on becoming a little better than yesterday. One extra page. One more exercise. One more English sentence. One better decision. These small improvements may seem ordinary, but together they create an extraordinary future. Your biggest competition is not the person who is already ahead of you. It is the person you were yesterday. Keep beating that person one step at a time. Lesson 4. Break your bad habits. Success is not only built by good decisions, it is also shaped by the habits you repeat every single day. Many people dream about changing their lives, but they keep repeating the same routine. They wake up late, waste hours on their phones, delay important work, and promise themselves that tomorrow will be different. Then tomorrow comes, and nothing changes. After a while, they stop believing in themselves. Not because they are weak, but because their habits keep pulling them in the wrong direction. Bad habits usually do not look dangerous at the beginning. They often feel small and harmless. 5 extra minutes on social media become 1 hour. Missing one day of practice becomes missing a whole week. Saying, "I will do it later," slowly turns into a lifestyle. These habits quietly steal your time, your energy, and your confidence. They make your goals feel farther away, even though you are busy every day. The good news is that habits can be changed. You do not need to change your whole life in one morning. Start with one habit that is holding you back the most. If you spend too much time on your phone, reduce it little by little. If you keep avoiding your English practice, study for just 15 minutes every day. Small changes are easier to continue, and they slowly become part of your daily routine. Do not expect every day to be perfect. There will be days when you forget, feel tired, or lose your focus. That happens to everyone. The important thing is not to let one bad day become a bad week. Every morning gives you a fresh chance to make a better choice. One good decision may seem small today, but repeated every day, it can completely change your future. Take a moment and ask yourself a simple question. Which habit is helping you grow, and which habit is holding you back? Be honest with your answer. Your future is not created by what you plan to do one day. It is created by what you choose to do today. Break one bad habit, replace it with one good habit, and keep repeating it. Day by day, you will become stronger, more disciplined, and closer to the person you want to become. Lesson 5. Turn failure into a teacher. Nobody likes to fail. It hurts. It can make you feel disappointed, embarrassed, or even ready to quit. Many people see one failure and decide that they are not smart enough or talented enough. They stop trying because they think failure is the end of the journey. But the truth is very different. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is one of the biggest reasons success becomes possible. Think about a child learning to walk. The child falls again and again. Nobody laughs or tells the child to stop trying. Everyone knows that falling is part of learning. The same thing happens in every area of life. When you learn English, you will make grammar mistakes. You will forget words. You will pronounce some words incorrectly. That does not mean you cannot learn. It means you are learning exactly the way every successful learner once did. The biggest mistake is not failing. The biggest mistake is refusing to learn from failure. Every failure leaves behind an important lesson. Maybe you did not prepare enough. Maybe you gave up too quickly. Maybe you needed a different method. When you ask yourself, what can this experience teach me? Failure becomes useful instead of painful. It stops being an enemy and starts becoming a guide. Look at people who achieve great things. They all have stories of disappointment. They were rejected, criticized, or told they were not good enough. The difference is that they did not let those moments decide their future. They listened to the lesson, improved their skills, and tried again. Each mistake made them stronger, wiser, and more prepared for the next opportunity. The next time something does not go your way, do not say, "I failed." Say, "I learned something valuable." Those few words can completely change your mindset. Every challenge gives you a chance to improve if you are willing to pay attention. Growth comes from learning, not from being perfect. Remember, your biggest competition is not someone who never makes mistakes. Your biggest competition is the version of you that wants to give up after one failure. Defeat that version. Stand up one more time. Learn one more lesson. Try one more time. One day, you will look back and realize that the failures you feared the most became the strongest foundation for your success. Lesson 6. Master self-discipline. Many people wait until they feel motivated. They tell themselves, "I will start when I feel ready." But that day often never comes. Feelings change all the time. Some mornings you feel excited. Other mornings you feel tired or lazy. If you only work when you feel motivated, your progress will stop again and again. This is where self-discipline becomes powerful. It helps you keep moving even when you do not feel like it. Think about two people with the same dream. One studies only when they are in the mood. The other studies every day, even if it is only for 20 minutes. At first, they seem almost the same. But after a few months, the difference becomes huge. The second person has built a habit of showing up. That habit is stronger than motivation because it does not depend on feelings. Self-discipline is not about making life difficult. It is about keeping small promises to yourself. If you decide to read for 10 minutes, then read for 10 minutes. If you plan to practice English every evening, do it even when you feel a little tired. Every time you keep your word, you build trust in yourself. Slowly, your confidence grows because you know you can depend on yourself. There will be days when distractions try to pull you away. Your phone will seem more interesting than your book. Watching videos will feel easier than learning something new. In those moments, remember why you started. Ask yourself which choice will make tomorrow's version of you proud. A few minutes of discipline today can save you from hours of regret later. Do not worry about being perfect. Even disciplined people have difficult days. The difference is that they do not stay down for long. If they miss one day, they continue the next day. They refuse to let one mistake become a permanent habit. That simple decision keeps them moving forward while others stay stuck. Real success belongs to people who keep going, not to people who feel motivated every day. Your biggest competition is the part of you that always wants the easy path. Every time you choose discipline over excuses, you become stronger than yesterday. Keep making those small choices, and one day you will become the person you once wished to be. Lesson 7. Celebrate small wins. Many people only feel happy when they reach a big goal. They think they will celebrate after getting the job, speaking English fluently, earning more money, or achieving something important. Until then, they keep telling themselves they are not successful. This way of thinking makes the journey feel long and tiring. When you ignore your small progress, you also ignore the proof that you are moving forward. Take a moment and look back at where you started. Maybe a few months ago, you were afraid to speak even one sentence in English. Today, you can understand more words and speak with more confidence. That is progress. It may not be perfect, but it is real. Every small improvement deserves your attention because it shows that your hard work is paying off. Small wins give you energy to keep going. When you finish a book, complete your daily practice, wake up on time, or keep a promise to yourself. You are building something much bigger than a habit. You are building confidence. Every small success sends a message to your mind that says, I can do this. The more often you hear that message, the stronger you become. Some people keep chasing bigger goals without stopping to appreciate how far they have already come. They always focus on what is missing instead of what they have achieved. Because of that, they never feel satisfied. But people who celebrate small victories enjoy the journey. They stay motivated because they notice every step forward, no matter how small it seems. This does not mean you should stop working hard. It simply means you should give yourself credit for your effort. Progress is not only about reaching the finish line, it is also about becoming stronger during the journey. Every small victory is a sign that you are growing into a better person. From today, do not wait for one big moment to feel proud of yourself. Celebrate every step that brings you closer to your goal. One new English word, one completed task, one good habit, or one brave decision is worth celebrating. Your biggest competition is not the person who reaches the finish line first. It is the person you were yesterday. If you are improving little by little, then you are already winning. Lesson 8. Become your best self. Now it is time to bring everything together. You have learned why comparing yourself with others holds you back. You have faced your weaknesses, improved little by little, broken bad habits, learned from failure, built self-discipline, and celebrated your progress. None of these lessons were about defeating other people. They were about becoming a stronger version of yourself. That has always been the real goal. The person you become is shaped by the choices you make every day. One good decision may not change your life overnight, but hundreds of good decisions will. Every time you choose learning instead of wasting time, courage instead of fear, or action instead of excuses, you are creating a better future. These choices may seem small today, but they become your character tomorrow. Do not wait until everything is perfect before you begin. There will always be a reason to delay. There will always be another excuse. The perfect time does not exist. The best time is the moment you decide that your future matters more than your comfort. One small action today is far more valuable than a perfect plan that never begins. There will still be challenges. Some days you will feel tired. Some days you will make mistakes. Some days you may even doubt yourself. That does not mean you're going backward. Every successful person has difficult days. What makes them different is that they keep moving. They stand up again, learn from their mistakes, and continue their journey. You can do the same. 1 year from now, your life can be very different. You can speak better English, build stronger habits, become more confident, and achieve goals that seem difficult today. The future version of you is created by the decisions you make after this video ends. No one else can make those choices for you. Always remember the message of this lesson. Your biggest competition is not your neighbor, your classmate, your friend, or someone on social media. Your biggest competition is the person you were yesterday. If you keep improving, keep learning, and keep believing in yourself, you will never stop growing. Become a little better every day. And one day you will look in the mirror with pride because you became the best version of yourself. If this video helped you, please like this video and subscribe to the channel for more powerful lessons. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new video. Now I want to hear from you. Tell me in the comments, what is one thing you will do today to become better than yesterday? I will be reading your comments, and your answer might inspire someone else to start their journey. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.